All right, guys. It's bright and early, and it is the morning. But hello, and welcome to BaseTradeTV. As always, here with some StarCraft action for you, as we're going to be doing the DreamHack Valencia qualifiers. I have opted not to turn on my studio lights, because I just cannot. It's too early. I've already chugged back one can of Red Bull, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to do the other. I bought in anticipation of this today. As I have the...
What flavor?
I have one sugar-free and one Red Bull left in the fridge. One blueberry left in the fridge.
Ah, there you go.
So, we've talked about this before. I can wake up at any hour for StarCraft. But damn if 3 a.m. isn't the hardest of all the times, because it's like in between all the normal stuff. I went for an extra long walk yesterday, and I kind of snuck in an extra like little hike thing before I went to bed last night. Which, by the way, I saw a little bunny rabbit. It was super cute. You should check my Twitter. The pictures out there. It was a little hippity hoppity.
I saw it.
Anyways, well then you also saw me looking hella cute. Anyways, the point of this is though, man, I walked myself to sleep is what I tried to do because I knew I wouldn't be able to like actually sleep at fucking 8 p.m. in anticipation of 3 a.m. It kind of worked. The backfire, though, is that I'm still very, 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 very tired.
I took a very long nap after the cast yesterday because I felt bad. And for the entire, 12 hours from last night's cast to this morning, I felt sick and, I had a fever, and I just rolled around in bed, and I got, super gross and sweaty. But I didn't want to wake up early enough to take a shower. And I still feel very, very hot now. So I don't know if I'm getting sick or it's just super hot.
I hope you're not getting sick.
Great.
But I gotta be honest with you. Everything you just described is the opposite of hot, okay?
Right? Super sweaty. Just that's why my hair's in a ponytail because it's super gross.
No, I hate that feeling, though. Legit, when you can't sleep and you're rolling around bed and it's really warm, that is, the worst fucking feeling. I do not like that feeling.
And then you want to swap covers or take off the covers, but it's a little too cold, and you're just I don't know what to do.
You're kind of I can't speak for the woes of women here, but for guys at least, it gets really bad in this scenario too because when your balls get sweaty, it is just the fucking worst thing in the world. I'm sorry, I'm grossing some people out with this statement, but every guy out there knows exactly what I'm talking about, and I just once it gets to that point, I'm done. That's when you just grab an ice pack, stick it down there. Put your pillow in the freezer, turn the fans all on, and hope for the best.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's as bad, but it's
What is that your pylon charger?
Yes. So here's what
Oh, because your headset. Because your headset, or?
Yeah, my headset was plugged in last night, but I guess it didn't actually charge. It's actually being really obnoxious lately, where it's 50-50 on whether it's charging or not. But the regular USB that I have, because the one for the headset broke because my cat ate it, isn't long enough to go from my computer to my head. So I'm gonna connect it via the pylon to that outlet right there.
That sounds genius.
It's gonna work. Don't question me.
As I sneeze all over the place. All right, so first match we're casting today is going to be somebody named the FightingFrog playing against Elazer. One of the biggest reasons we picked this is because this directly leads into the winner playing Showtime in round 2, which I think will be great. There's a lot of other really good games going on, and with a losers bracket, we're going to see a lot of really awesome players. I actually want to give a small shout out to Dana, basically playing in the first round. We haven't seen him play for a while. I don't know where he's at in the game. He was, for a time, one of my favorite My Insanity sort of up-and-comers on that roster, so it's good to see him playing again and showing up for tournaments.
Cool.
I still can't believe Hearthstone locked himself out. I wasn't actually sure that this was a for real thing, but he's not checked in because he's locked out of his house. I thought this was a good joke.
We're rocking a window.
This pro gaming, ladies and gentlemen. So no, I feel really bad for Hearthstone. That's got to be a really shitty feeling, to know that you're literally right there.
How do you turn this motherfucker? The on switch is always so tricky because they blend it in.
There. I've never actually really used this, to be honest. It's usually on my nightstand, but it's not power enough to be an actual lamp.
Oh, I use it for I use it kind of like a nightlight. It's...
Yeah, I think it's what it's really intended to use, but I don't like nightlights because I'm not 5. Oh, worst burn ever.
Okay, this isn't like I'm scared of the dark, please give me a nightlight. This is like I need to not stub my toe getting out of bed because the dresser's right there, nightlight. Like, there's a very distinct difference, damn.
Sure.
But okay, we're gonna hop to King Sejong Station. We don't have interest for today, guys, because for whatever reason, the video playing has been really haywire, so... Oh, I just realized I still have the tooth goal on this old overlay that I loaded up, because that actually got met. I gotta remove that, because good guy Riamar fucking donated like $400. Like, fuck, that guy's crazy and awesome. So we're good on that, guys. I got my teeth covered. It's all Gucci.
Yeah, so now we need a new one, and it should probably be, you know, I don't know, shaving Rifkin's hair or something.
You know, I wouldn't mind. I'm actually getting kind of sick of the full-on beard, and I'm kind of getting to that point where my trichotillomania is kicking in, and I'll need to shave it at some point. So we could do something like, what style do I keep it in for like a week before I fully shave it all off?
Everyone's gonna vote for either Handlebar or Hitler.
I have legit been considering mutton chops. Like 100% legit considering it.
I don't know why, but like years ago, we had a friend whose online, like his WoW name was Mutton Chops, and for whatever reason, it was just the funnest word to say. Mutton Chops. So please go for Mutton Chops, so I can just do that all the time.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll do a stream thing, maybe we'll go straight to it, I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DreamHack Valencia qualifiers. I would like to quickly mention that you'll notice the Corsair logo is not in the overlay. Corsair did not stop sponsoring us, and we still love them dearly, but DreamHack doesn't allow it due to the fact they're sponsored by Razer. But I also don't want to advertise Razer, so our compromise is simply just removing it from the overlay. Now that that's out of the way, hopefully you guys can answer questions if somebody starts trolling and asking later on in the day. Spawning in the bottom right, though, he is going to be a Masters League Protoss player, FightingFrog.
In the top left, as the Green Zerg, he is True Esports Elazer.
But we don't like that team currently.
Because...
They, like, randomly evicted Beastie with, like, 2 days' notice.
Oh. I was like, because we can never remember what they're called.
There's that aspect of it, too, but no, I felt so bad reading that tweet, like, literally, oh, so I came home and apparently I have no team in 2 days or something. I was like, damn, that's harsh. That's cold. That's colder than King Sejong Station.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't showed the Easter egg.
Made sexy sounds? Oh, okay. Hey, look, it's Arthas for the Horde.
I make sexy sounds every day.
Dude, you're just like a cow in heat, like.
Wait, what is that one thing? Wait, hold on.
That's why I wish I had a oh. That's what you need. I was gonna say, that's why I wish I really had like a pair of rubber gloves that could make that snapping sound effect when you start making those noises. Now bend over. Let the doctor help.
Oh, that's perfect. What the hell? Now I just start to sound like things from like Ren and Stimpy. You ever watch that?
No,
they
but
just
that
made stupid faces and stupid noises.
I remember seeing the art style. That and I didn't watch Beavis and Butthead either. It just looked bad. Like.
Oh my god. Beavis and Butthead had stupid art style, but they never like really did anything with it, right? Like it was very, very simple animation. Ren and Stimpy was a stupid art style, but they did like the most extreme poses that just it made you feel uneasy. Like it wasn't just funny. It was like, this is weird. Like, I don't know. Anyways.
I like the upload speed coming out of Elazer, by the way. Gonna play this smart. Definitely the favorite to win this. Our Polish friend here in green is one of these guys I really expect to see at the end of the brackets. I actually don't know how many qualify through. I didn't really read into it because we just woke up and started casting, so I'll figure that out later. But it is a double elimination bracket, so quite a few chances even if you lose. And I would really be surprised if Elazer went out of this tournament early. He might lose, like, honestly, truly, in the winner's bracket fighting Showtime in round 2, he may get knocked down to the loser's bracket. But I really can't see him, again, like, going out early, not even down there. Seems to be set for Showtime.
Yeah, I mean, when I messaged him, he messaged me back saying, like, good bracket. Like, he's not excited about having Showtime, I think, so early. Because you look at the rest of the bracket, and it is probably the best second round, and maybe even one of the best third rounds.
Well, it's funny, because I made a snarky tweet. I was saying, like, will this even start in time? Will there be seating? Blah, blah, blah. We actually
Yeah.
have someone competent doing admin today, which is nice. So I guess this one seed got
Oh.
missing.
Yeah, and I guess like Whelmu versus Mana could have been like our second one too. But hey, what is this say in the way? It's this double Stargate Tempest. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
scouted.
What I find interesting about this is the choice to do it on the map and abuse the dead space. And while I applaud these efforts, I mean, if Elazer actually breaks down these back rocks, like, cool, you're going to have Tempest, but they're not going to kill all the lings that'll be flooding into your base. So, finally, FightingFrog will chase that off.
Well, I mean, okay. Elazer could have done multiple things to head off the Tempest, to be honest, because they're going to take so long to actually get up to a decent count. I mean, I guess 2 could already start harassing the natural, because that's just King Sejong, right? And that's super annoying, but he could have gone for Hydras, he could have gone for Aspiring, one for Corruptors. Instead, he's just going to go for Queen Roach Knightus all in, which is fine.
Yeah. You know, this is going to be like FightingFrog. He's going to be like that dog inside the house on fire, and he's like, this is fine.
Yeah, this is good.
Alright, so with the Night Storm coming down directly in the main, there's going to be like maybe 2 Tempests. The other 2 are already across the map, and these are going to kill a couple drones. I mean, again, the range on this is going to be really nice, but he's going to have to actually stop them from killing his base, and that's where this becomes problematic. Lots of transfuses available too, on top of these really slow attacking units. I don't think it's going to be a problem for Elazer to take on this Tempest in any regard. Even if he couldn't reach them, even if they just abuse the terrain and their range, at some point you're just going to be able to build Nidus Worms underneath them and start popping out underneath the Tempest.
I want to note that I think that this is a good, fun kind of cheese build for this map specifically. So
Yeah,
like you can't really hate on it too much, but it is something that like most pro gamers I think would know how to deal with.
I was looking at how well that Overcharge just defended, by the way. Like, this almost cleaned this up. We're making jokes here, but Elazer's actually struggling to get the kills that he's looking for. He's killed about 18 workers so far, which isn't too bad, but the Void Ray's out. The Tempests have killed most of the Queens. There isn't any anti-air here. He's gone for Aspire rather than continue to invest into this, but I am surprised that the Nidus Worm failed so magnificently.
The Overcharger certainly helped, but I don't know. That might have been enough for Elazer to be like, okay, that was okay, basically, like exactly okay. But it is a little worrying because that brought the Tempest back home. They're not abusing that natural cliff so far, but now they do have an opportunity to, and there's twice as many now. His Spire's only just finishing up, and he did just spend a lot of money trying to get drones up because, well, he didn't have any when he started that. So the Corruptor count is going to be super high, but the thing is, like, Corruptors, as long as they can start to get like higher and higher, like 8 at the beginning and then like 16 maybe eventually, they'll outproduce the Tempest. Just because Tempest, you know, it's only 2 Stargates, it's only 2 bases for FightingFrog, and he did lose probes, so eventually this should be like Corruptor territory, but
there's
the ground army's now an issue.
Yeah. By the way, just confirmed from the admin, it's top 2 will qualify through. These are the passport qualifiers.
Oh great. Wait, no, top 2's like top 1 and then bottom 1.
Yeah, I guess so. I know you said that there's no day 2. I'm pretty sure there's a day 2.
Well then that's awkward. Oh well. This is actually like a huge issue.
I think
the Tempest could have been
has lost his
maybe
game.
cleaned up eventually, but even the Void Ray count was getting kind of high. So yeah, it looks like Elazer has lost this game. Tempest, I gotta say again, like it was a good idea on this map.
Oh, I agree.
Early, so they can't abuse the terrain, and instead you just get pushed back. So.
No, I agree entirely. I mean, it was a cool cheese build. It was almost specifically tailored towards this map. On top of the fact that he pulled it off again against a player like Elazer. This is not some guy you just randomly like hope to 2 racks or like 2 proxy Stargate or anything like that. Like to pull something like that off is a bit impressive. But I do have to wonder, like, had Elazer played a more quote unquote normal style, let's say did like Ling Hydra or something, would that have been the same issue? Because I feel like it was his Nidus Worm choice that hurt him the most.
Yeah. Probably should just gone for the macro game. Oh well. I mean, the map's now out of the map pool, so I can't imagine something just like that going to work again. And his scouting was not off. Like, it wasn't like, oh, he didn't scout it. Actually, I feel like one of the reasons he died was because he scouted it and he wanted to head it off, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't do a Tempest build again. It's not gonna be just as abusive on any other map that I can think of. I mean, well, maybe Arena. Okay, it's Frozen Temple. Never mind. So the only other way that FightingFrog can get something done is maybe like a Dark Shrine or like a Gateway Cheese, right? But that should be scouted. Elazer is going for these early like speed on these overlords. So
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't think we'll see similar silliness, but the Timanian just hit us up with a 13-month resub. That's well over a year. I know Zomgrip had just recently sent out the rest of her Partoufs.
that's a lie. I intended to. I made all of the envelopes. I had like, gosh, like 25 envelopes. But then I've never woken up early enough to go to the post office, and all of our cats end after the post office close. So.
Okay. Sorry.
Stop lying, Griffin.
What I find most hilarious about that is there's almost this like pride in aha, no, I have not done my job.
So why she's even out here in the first place? Like, what is she gonna do? Scout, I guess, but like, that's where adepts are usually a bit better. Roachborn is on the way. Elazer's not gonna be playing, you know, fast and loose. It's not gonna be like super droning into just greed, because, well, there could be something up. I mean, his slow overlord is getting enough scouting that he probably could just drone, but I guess seeing this Twilight Council, you know, chronoed this early, a little worrying. And there go the gateways, so he would be absolutely right in being worried and actually preparing for something. The Spore Crawlers, I'm not so certain about. Like, what did he see to think you would need that? Maybe he's just predicting either a Stargate back here, I don't know about that, but more likely like that a Dark Shrine could follow this up. You know, Twilight Council attack and whatnot. But first and foremost, you will have to deal with a Blink Stalker all-in, which is a very interesting term. Oh wait, no, this is fourth base. How many gateways is it on? I suppose with 4 gateways, it's still only 6. So not really all-in. He took one of his gases, not all of them. Well, we'll see. I mean, this could just be pressure. The Blink Stalker count really not that high, as the gateway was only just finishing up, you know, accompanied with some adepts. The Roach count then should be enough to deal with it, and certainly getting +1 in Lair is still called for. Creep spread actually looking pretty good as well. Gonna give him a lot of time. I think he's getting those last couple of drones to really round out his drone, or his economy, and he did get a scout in that third base, so I don't... There's no more probes producing, and again, not all the gases have been taken, so I really wonder how, how much of a third base is this base gonna be, you know? Like, only at 48 probes, since it's gonna be fully saturated yet. Got a somewhat of a proxy pylon. Oh, I should put the score up. Got somewhat of a proxy pylon going on. But... of course, it is going to be slow, so he's put down a gateway, but obviously, like, much later, and it is going to be an all-in in, like, you know, if it's like a, you put, like, a percentage on all-in, it's like an 80% all-in, because there's a third base. If this does a moderate amount of damage, you could either transfer the probes from the main, or start producing them as you realize things are going either south or, you know, a little well. But he does take on the army, and Elazer has been prepping for, like, you know, a little bit of it, but remember that he did get a couple of drones to get up to about 65, so that means he has more to use and lose, but of course that could have also just been more roaches. But it looks like that's enough to push this back for now. Again, that one gateway's finishing up. It's going to provide a lot faster warp-ins. These would warp in faster if the gateway finished up, but it's, like, almost, like, not even worth it. There we go. Speedy. And there is that probe production that I was talking about that could happen just at any point. If it's going poorly and maybe you think I can macro out of this and just buy time with Blink Stalkers, or if it's going really well and you're like, well, let's solidify this win and actually get an economy going. So, already a couple of probes over here. But you do need to do either more damage or buy more time with these Stalkers. So, I mean, you can't just leave and go home. Like, pure Blink Stalker tries to go home, tries to start, you know, all of his tech and whatnot. It's just going to be a laser. Not even replenishing his drones, really. 60 still look an okay count. I think, most importantly, getting a better army. I don't think that was a cancel, so that was a nice snipe from FightingFrog. And this is a large soccer force. Elazer tried to transfer over into Hydras, which are going to be beautiful when they're behind the Roaches against these Blink Stalkers. But they actually need to be out here to be with the Roaches and with the Queens. If the fodder goes down, then Hydras actually won't be able to match up to the Blink Stalker count. I mean, a lot of them are very, very low, and there's no shields on them, but
he still needs that fodder. So I think a third base snipe might be happening here. Okay, he doesn't snipe him. He actually goes for the overloads instead. Getting Elazer kind of close to supply blocking. Looks like we had a couple of roaches go over here, though, and actually kill the probes. Maybe they were pulled, but either way, killing the third base, very, very important. Now, I mean, you know, this is a situation that is good for the Zerg, right? Where they're one base up, technically, still. Although this base isn't really mining so hot. And the Lazer's still up 10 workers. His army is now looking better as his upgrades finish, and he's getting more fodder again for those Hydras. So, this is still a kind of... I actually don't know who to call it for. I actually kind of still want to call it for the Blink Stalkers, especially if the Blink Micro is super, super good. You get a couple reinforcements of Zealots or Adepts in here as well, and this could still go very well. But of course, Hydras are very good as well. There's a couple of Transfuses on these Queens. The Blink Stalker attack is going down. I mean, it's Concave versus Concave, and FightingFrog is trying his best to blink them back. Reinforcements coming in right now. Most of the fodder of Roaches has gone down, but so is this Blink Stalker count. It's actually going to be going in favor of Elazer. That Hydra count still outnumbering the Blink Stalker count, especially towards the end. And I just, if FightingFrog had taken the fight like over here and then maybe backed off, I don't know. Probably figuring that the minute he backed off, Elazer would overpower him with macro, like his economy would be better, which is true, it is. Like, he's a third base and he's up 10 workers, but it wasn't such a, like, oh my god, like, he's totally gonna get squashed type of economy, you know? And it is just unfortunate that FightingFrog lost a Nexus to a handful of Roaches, too. If he still had that Nexus, even if it stopped mining, it's still, you know, tons better than the situation right now, where his main is starting to get mined out. So he really would have started to just dip down. The players made this game, so I actually can't check graphs. But it looks like Elazer, after taking that fight, really went well for him towards the end of it, is looking to overpower FightingFrog. Can't really say what would have happened if FightingFrog had taken a different approach to the fight, or had just retreated maybe like a minute sooner. That's what Resume from Replay is for, but what happened, and that is going to be game in favor of Elazer. GG. Okay, so that ties it up 1-1, actually, if you're just tuning in, because, you know, the day is just starting. FightingFrog did actually win the first game with Tempest, so... Elazer, that would have been very surprising to see him go out 2-0 against, well, first of all, not someone we really know, but then, you know, second of all, in the first round of DreamHack. I do believe... that Rifkin is back. Yeah, he is. I can invite him. So. Yeah, I don't think there is a delay set. So I'm gonna have to restart, unfortunately. There's the call.
Hey.
Hello.
So,
I'm gonna...
I guess we gotta restart with stream delay.
Yep. So I'll see you guys in, like... Part of his build, he needed, like, the gas he actually took from this extractor, or this assimilator, but it wasn't scouted. Now it's scouted, and this is a point where Lazer's like, okay, hey, you're not mining gas. Like, that's a little suspicious for a Protoss, and of course this base also has no gases as well. I mean, it's, like, the oldest way to tell someone's doing something fishy in the book,
well,
so...
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it plenty of times. Lack of information is sometimes all the information you need. And while Elazer has not straight up scouted the 3 gateways in the middle of the map, like, that Overlord has full vision on the entire base. Like, there should be so much more building in FightingFrog's main, building inside of his natural. So, I'm not sure if he's assuming, like, Proxy Robo, Proxy Stargate, something really strange like that. But, I mean, in the main, he's seen a small handful of gateways and no tech to follow up all of that gas.
How does Elazer not see this? He's Ling's running around, he's a Bozo Nagas, like, this is kind of a clever placement. But...
Well, this is going to be an really nice warp in. FightingFrog, if you can catch him off guard, did catch Elazer droning for a moment, but I think now he's clued into something's up. We're not going to see any more drones. It's going to be Lings, more Lings, and just army fighting units.
Okay, so the Ling, I believe, only saw those 3 Adepts, which is not suspicious, but everything else just screams that something is happening. So, yeah, Elazer should be producing a lot of units. I'm a little surprised he didn't bother going for a Roach Warren. Lings can do okay initially against Adepts, because they get us around on maybe like individual Adepts, but soon enough the Adept production, because you get a lot of gateways with this, like there is really not a lot of gas taken, will overwhelm. Okay, now the roaches are on the way out. So it's tricky, because if you only get like 4 roaches at a time, then that's still not that great. But 11 roaches all rallied to a single space. Hopefully they're going to come out before the Adepts really get on top of them. Might lose some queens, might lose some drones. This is a lot of Adepts. They can also start spreading out.
Adepts are so tilted, Jason, because they're so snowbally. Like right now, if too many Adepts die early, this attack fails miserably. If too many Lings and Roaches die early, then the Adepts just are unkillable at a point. The Spine Crawlers are an interesting touch, and again, for Elazer, like he's not exactly floating a ton of money, but he's putting all of it into Roaches, all of it into defense.
Yeah. At 48 drones, I think this is pretty like a pretty damn okay spot, and FightingFrog is not getting any drone kills yet, because that's the only place where it gets really worrying.
Well, this is the problem of trying to keep up with the Adepts. Like, the transfer goes off, and the Roaches have to, like, preemptively give chase, and in doing so, leave openings down that front line. For the Stalkers, especially, of all things to come through and get. So, he's trying to move back. He's trying to anticipate the movements of these Adepts. It's hard to keep up with them. The Roaches have got the durability, but not necessarily the burst damage. However, it does look like Elazer has completely deflected this initial attack.
Yeah. But he can't get too comfy. You know, maybe like 6 more drones coupled with more roach production could be like safe enough. But FightingFrog is not stopping. He's not getting a third base. Elazer does know this, and he's got to just hold on to this, and he'll win. Queens do now have transfuse, couple Rouge in the mix as well. More Lings are on the way, and more Queens as well. Looks like Elazer's done this.
Those Cursophiles were really nice.
Yeah, Elazer has definitely done this. Like Stalkers alone will not be able to take this on. The Adepts have not dealt any drone damage, and this is overwhelming numbers. So Elazer looked a little like scary in that first game, and the second game with the Blink Stalker all in, but this game looked very strong.
I do like that going back to that first game for a moment. I like how it kind of showed that there was weakness for Elazer. GG, Elazer will advance on in the brackets to go fight Showtime next.
Yeah, which is the entire reason that we chose to do this. So. He knows that as well, so he should be inviting us. Keep an eye on that. But
I gotta post back on Team Liquid and stuff. So again, sorry for the hiccups, sorry for the problems, guys. We're gonna go to a break screen while I make sure that everything's fine-tuned, I guess, in terms of stream. So you probably don't have a better break screen, do you?
no, I never got it. Remember?
That's right. I was gonna upload it, and then the stream happened. Okay, we'll get this sorted. So you're gonna have to deal with my ugly mug for a few minutes, guys, and we'll see. Damn, I hate that picture. You ruined that picture for me. It was at one time something that was kind of badass.
Yeah, sure it was. That's why I chose it, obviously.
Well, at any rate, we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Thanks for watching.